the Jim and Terry Show, coming to you live from the Hobbit Hole Studio. And why did I say live? In Boccation. This is going to be canned. It's not even live.
We were dead a long time ago. Yeah.
That's the Jim and Terry Show. Yeah,
I'm Jim,
Terry.
the other guy.
Yeah, I'm Jim, the other guy. Yeah, well, sometimes after breakfast, we just settle down into brain fog.
Well, we have an interesting coffee combination this morning.
Yes.
Via your
my daughter's
boyfriend. Are you going to explain or what?
Jim had a little tipple of, it would be just not even a thumb size of Bailey's. Why? Because that was the gift for my birthday, which was this past week. So thank you to Teo. And it was a birthday party. I got lemon meringue pie from my mother-in-law. It's a staple of my birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, my friend. And the cookies, you didn't have a sample of them?
Full, Terry. You fed me like 14 hens.
We killed the fatted
carrots. We had some fruit from Spain. I don't know what it was.
Yes, anywhere but the U.S. of A. Are you still looking for the labels, elbows up?
Yeah, pretty well. It's funny what has happened because of the Trump movement. It's hard to even root for the United States. It was an appalling golf tournament, the Ryder Cup.
Good point. That wasn't even on my list to cover.
And I blame the current atmosphere on Trump, where everything's got to be a war. Everything has to be a war. Ignorant. I mean, the host of one of the TV stations led the chant "F you, Rory." She led it. She lost her job. But she led that. And imagine golf used to be a sophisticated sport.
With etiquette.
And there you've got thousands of people saying F you. I'm saying F you. They're using the real word.
Yep.
F you, Rory. And so I had no choice but to kind of hope for the United Kingdom, European whatever, them to win it, because the Americans are becoming appallingly abrasive.
Boorish.
Abrasive. I just made up a new word.
Well, maybe there was a brew involved in that. It was from the stadium, from the stands, to have that TV personality lead that. Well, she didn't lead it. It was already going, I think, when I heard her outburst over the PA system. So
an outburst over the PA system of F you using the real word.
Who ever thought that would be a thing?
On live TV.
On live TV. Now, that's appalling as it is. But what about when Rory McIlroy is trying to make I'm going to think it was a putt, but I'm not sure.
It was a putt, I think.
And he had to stop.
No, I don't think it was a putt.
He backed away.
Yeah.
Turned to the audience and shut the F up.
Well, it became very, very, it's always been competitive, apparently. But this time it's this new spirit being poured out on America. And I find it not a good spirit. It's anger.
Well, their spirit is a spirit animal.
We win, and there's one thing to say you're great, right? Okay, it's one thing to say, "Oh, I'm so great," but if someone beats you, to still insist, "I am great, and I'm going to belittle you because you just beat the greatest," means you're greater, but I can't acknowledge you're greater, so I'm just going to make your life hell. And they threw like a glass of pop or beer or something on Rory's wife's head.
To be fair, I looked at that videotape and someone pointed out it looked like somebody knocked somebody who had one and knocked it. It went flying and did hit her in the head. So I'm not saying it was intentional of the guy who was holding or whoever it was holding it, but somebody knocked the hand. And, well, who knocked your hand? What's the spirit behind that action? What was your intention?
Yeah. I don't know, but all I know is the atmosphere is
Wasn't
not
it awful?
Good. Yeah, it's a horrible atmosphere.
It was at Bethpage, which is a Trump golf course.
Well, he went there. He went there with his lovely little granddaughter, and he did. But he probably just brought that spirit with him, this aggressive, we'll just beat the crap out of you if you don't agree with what we're going to say and what we're going to do, and we will punish you. I am your retribution type attitude.
Remember, that was his word, too.
That was his word. I am your retribution. And my Christian friends down in the United States, Franklin and the rest of you, just remember he said that when God said, "I am." I am your revenge. Do not take revenge. And that's all your leader does is take revenge.
It's not up to people to do that.
Yeah.
God will do that.
Yeah, God will do that. Because we don't understand all the reasons behind everything. Anyways, that's another story.
That's a story for
but
another
the point
day.
being, and then at the rally of that Kirk fella, again, there's your president.
Isn't that interesting? Did you say the word rally at the rally for the Charlie?
Yeah,
Kirk
it was
fella?
a rally. It was a rally.
Wasn't a memorial service.
It's a memorial,
wasn't
but a rally. Everybody's going to make a killing, including
a financial killing.
Yeah, Turning Point, which is now CEO, happens to be the widow of Charlie Kirk. They're going to make millions upon millions of dollars on these gigantic rallies now at all of these universities. And I'm sorry if you see it differently, folks. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but I'm just observing what I'm observing. And when Trump goes up to the podium and says, sorry, Charlie, sorry that I have to say this, but I do not forgive my opponents. I hate my opponents, and I do not wish them well. That's flying in the face of the whole being of Christ and the whole being of Christianity. Forgiven you will be forgiven. Hold nothing against anybody. Even in our prayer, forgive us for our trespasses or forgive us for our sins as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Yep.
So the whole atmosphere in the United States has changed. And of course, I do think Trump's probably lost his mind. So I think he might be crazy. Did you see the speech? With calling all your military? Are we going to get into that? Well, we'll do that next show.
Well, we can. I'd like to carry on with this discussion of the tone of the United States, and we could broaden it out into other areas too. But American exceptionalism is one of those beliefs America has about itself, that we are the latest, greatest slice of bread, and in this case, democracy, we're the latest, greatest, longest-lasting land of the free, home of the brave. And God bless America and apple pie and all that stuff. And yet, time and time again, we are seeing examples of how the United States has just thrown their 250-year-old reputation down the Thomas Crapper of life.
It's still going. I mean, Pete, what's his last name?
Hegseth.
They've changed it to war.
Yes,
Isn't
he's the
lovely?
Secretary of War now.
Secretary of War. Just insulted all the military that's been before him, saying they're not good enough. They didn't do anything. And I heard one general say just this morning, he said, that is so blind. He says, where's he think he is? Like back in the 600 BC? I mean, we have jet pilots now. We don't measure our strength with our biceps.
And the number of push-ups and
the number of
sit-ups.
push-ups we can do. We don't do that anymore. It's a different world.
So when Hegseth says he wants to reinstitute standards, height, weight, strength, reps,
he's just getting laid every night. His woman goes, aren't you great? You're just so wonderful. Talking to these generals who must be sitting there going, what a bozo. They must be sitting there doing that.
I couldn't imagine being one of the generals summoned, 800 of them, to Quantico in Virginia.
Yeah.
Big deal, never been done before. So this is exceptional, or as we like to say about everything that Trump does, it's unprecedented. And maybe it's unprecedented for a reason. There's a reason why these things never happen before Trump.
Yeah. And you're right, and that's a good point to point out. They've never happened for a good reason. You've just you've called your generals fat. These guys here know more about war and what's needed than that guy will ever know.
No.
And he stands there, as they said, probably just getting laid by his woman because he's chest puffer. And I do not respect women who respect chest puffing men. I don't like.
I'm not sure why you're going into getting laid by your wife.
I can't imagine why you.
I'm not sure what that has to do with him strutting his.
Why? It's the only thing.
Well, he was like a peacock strutting his stuff on the stage of Quantico.
I can't help thinking there's rewards of some kind for being such a. Try to come across as such a powerful man. You watched the movie Civil War.
Yes.
And you saw at the end there when they pulled the president out from under the desk,
hiding under
and he goes, "Don't hurt me."
Yeah.
That's all of these chest puffing people.
Yes, that is. Well, it's the Jim and Terry show. We're sort of wrapping things up with a fiery blast of.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm ready to go down with this one. Yeah. Jim and Terry signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.